Hey, what's up? That's right. Welcome to the What More Can I Say podcast, episode 41. We got 1 foot into the 40s. We are all getting old right now. Can't believe we're getting close to a year. That's nuts. I'm Tone Kapone. I'm one of your co-hosts. Let me go ahead and get to it. The lady of the pod, the first lady of the pod. She has that big girl magic. Keke, what's up?
What's up, guys? What's going on?
Keke, what it do?
Man,
Yeah.
chilling.
That's it. You ready to pod? You got something to drink? What you drinking on?
You know, I'm taking it easy tonight, okay? I'm not drinking the normal wine glass tonight. I'm on a juice cleanse, okay? So, you know, everybody be aware. You know, I'm liable to go left at any moment because when I ain't ate, child, you know, I'm a whole nother person. So, Zach, tread lightly, okay?
Okay. I ain't gonna mess with you today.
All right. All right, Zach Boog, what is going on, my brother?
Oh, man, it's all good, man. Life is good. Life is good. Got these little braids. You can't tell me nothing now.
Yes.
Get the viewers a side profile. Let them see what you got going on. Go ahead. Get it going, bro.
Yes, hit the angles. Give us angles, Zach.
Now, is that the look that you were going for the whole time while you were wearing a hat for about a month?
The hat, yes. The hat was to let it grow. You know what I'm saying? So I had to let it get long. So that's why I had the hat I wore a hat for about 2 months. No lie, 2 months. Yeah, every day.
So ain't no weave in your braids? They ain't put no weave in there?
Nah, baby, I'm all natural. Right?
Oh, check you out, baby. Okay. Yeah. Edges and smooth. I see you.
Now, you know that is a thing. Now, I've noticed that, like, guys can get braids and get weave in there and for their locks.
Yes.
And you gonna get like a frosty little tip or something. And you know, like where they put frosty tips. I just asking.
No, bro, I'm not doing all that. What they do with the bald heads, though? Tell me about that. Because you know a lot about hair. You sure know a lot about hair, but what they do with bald heads, they do shine them up. What they do? There's only so much you can do. Just slap some grease on
me, bro, right there. That's
I hit below the belt, didn't I? I hit below the belt. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's something I can't do nothing about, but I'm feeling now. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the pod since you want to be mean tonight. All right, let's go ahead. Dani Leigh, man, is still trying to prove that she is black. We will save the black moment from Zach. Keke, how you feeling? Is she doing too much?
She's doing way too much. Like, you've already blown it, right? So don't keep trying to tell us you black, because if you was black, you would have known good well much better than to put out a song talking about yellow bones. You know, all black people know we just don't diss each other like that. Not on a record, not being shady. You know what I'm saying? We might, you know, Tone, we get you all the time about being light skinned, but you know, it's joking like that. But to put it in a song takes it to another level. So Dani Leigh, it's really no recovery for this, sis. I don't care how many of these little reports, these little ancestry.com things you reveal to us, you just will never be black to us no more. So just leave that alone. So take off the black wig, give us your little natural curly hair, and give us a little bop, and we may forget about it. But you know, you steady trying to put out these reports and argue with real black girls about are you black or not. It's never gonna work for you, sis. It's not.
Nah, Zach Boog, black woman from Zach Boog. What's going on, bro?
You cannot prove your blackness like a book report.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It will never come across authentic to black people. Okay, you can't do it. She put up an actual ancestry.com with each race and continent. We don't care. Okay. And like Keke said, yeah, we throw jokes at Tone for being light, but Tone is black. So he knows that he can't throw jokes at us for being dark skinned. He can't. He's never done that. You notice he doesn't say anything back like that? He'll talk about something else. He knows the rule. Because he's really black. You know what I'm saying? But Dani Leigh, she's probably dealt with this for a while. She, you know, trying to prove that she's black or whatever. But it's not, ancestry.com does not prove that you're black, sis. That does. We don't care if it said 100% Africa in Nigeria on the Nile River. If it said you was born right there, we wouldn't give a damn.
So she breaks all light skin rules. In case anybody is new to the pod, you're light skin, you don't know about the light skin rules. It's only really one. You never, ever, ever, ever talk about somebody being dark skinned. Now you are allowed to defend yourself, but they get to calling you things out of your name, saying you the color of pea, saying you beige, saying you that, all of the different things that they'll say, oh, you about to get sunburned, ain't you? And I'll be like, no, like, well, you ain't getting sunburned. Or,
Right.
It's a, you can go back and forth, like my friends will crack jokes, but you gotta know there's a fact. You can't act like just because you better than it. That's better than anybody dark skinned. That's on some real stuff that's embedded in our culture where it was things. The house Negroes that were light were allowed to be in the house because a lot of times the reason they were light was because massa was in there and that was really their half brothers. So that was really one of those things. So the thing that she keeps trying to prove that she black or not is she just needs to stop and do the whole thing that kept Kels out of jail for pretty much a decade and a half. It's make good music. People forget everything with good music. Sure. And that's what, so for people that were just about to get mad at me about the Kels reference, easy, champ. Easy. Because y'all all know Kels kept his ass out of jail and kept everybody loving him by making good music.
It was
the music slowed down and everybody came out with a documentary.
Sure did. When he put out the Chocolate Factory, people turned their head. They was like, well, have you heard the Chocolate Factory? I mean, I get it, but he kind of put out one of the best R&B albums of all time.
So. Right. And it's like, and if you think about it as a culture in that sense about not going too deep into the R. Kelly thing, how nasty is that? And that's the same thing about Hollywood, because Woody Allen is pissed off at this new HBO documentary. He mad as hell because it's making him look probably how he should be looking. But everybody turned the other cheek because he was super talented, and nobody they just let him slide under the radar for marrying his stepdaughter. That's nasty.
Yeah. That's
nasty. Coming from a man that takes care of 2 kids that are not his. And that's a fact. It's beyond nasty. And I'm sure there's other step parents out there that watch the pod. That thing is a whole nother situation. That's just a nasty situation. Elvis Presley, again, he made great music, but everybody forgot that Priscilla Presley was a damn kid when he got with him.
Yep.
And everybody was like, not gonna look. So this is not as serious, of course, not as Dani Leigh, but Dani Leigh or to any other artist, make good music and people forget that you say dumb stuff or do dumb stuff, at least for a while.
And you know what else? Getting back onto the colorism aspect, we even give white people passes in our culture if they make good music. You know, Justin Timberlake, you know, he ran the black play for a while because he was making great music. Mm-hmm. Justin Timberlake could get away with pretty much anything other than the N-word, you know, because he made good music. But Dani Leigh, we haven't heard, the song was whack. We haven't heard anything good. So take the wig off, like Keke said, take that long wig off and go to the studio and write some songs. Yeah. Call Babyface. He can get you a hit. Somebody.
Call Babyface. Don't call Babyface.
You don't think
I was with you?
She ain't got the voice for Babyface, Zach.
Keke, I was with him.
Yeah, you're right. I just meant that Babyface makes good music.
No. Call a friend of the pod. Call Esther Dean. Call Jazzy Faye.
I got you.
Don't call Babyface. Babyface is gonna make you something from the 90s. If we not here in the 90s,
she got the voice for Babyface.
I'm gonna go with that too. Hey, let's get to this. Speaking of 2 people that do have voices, Keyshia Cole and K. Michelle. They had some stuff going on, Keke. I was lost in the whole thing. What happened?
Well, they fell out, in the past because they share a mutual friend. And the mutual friend got into it with K. Michelle over some Uber receipts. So according to K. Michelle, this girl that used to work for her was stealing money from her and using her credit card to get Ubers. So it was all on Love and Hip Hop. If you saw it, it was a big old mess. That same girl is best friends with Keyshia Cole. So when she fell out with K. Michelle, you know, she looked at Keyshia Cole like, you my friend, so you don't need to talk to K. Michelle either. Well, Clubhouse then brought K Michelle and Keyshia Cole back together. They've cleared the air, and now they back cool. And K Michelle went on, social media and was like, me and Keyshia, we cool. We might drop a project together. So then the friend is like looking at Keyshia Cole like, how the hell you gonna go be her friend? That's the op. And now it's a whole big mess.
See, people be mad at Keyshia Cole for getting cool with people. They was mad at Keyshia Cole for getting cool with OT Genesis.
Yes.
They was like, oh, how you gonna stop the beef with? Because she don't want drama. What's wrong with that?
Yes.
OT Genesis is a killer. But I'm just a side note.
You said what?
He a killer.
He a killer. I was gonna keep it a buck. Shout out to the homie OT Genesis. He one of those people. I'm just, not to interrupt. OT Genesis is one of those people. If you see him hanging around a woman, 9 times out of 10, he just sampled it.
Oh, you mean like that? I'm thinking this man is not somebody. I'm thinking
no. I mean, it's certain dudes that I can't, because I don't want to be the, when it comes to coming back, when BET comes back, I still want to get invited to these parties. But OT Genesis is on the list of dudes like that don't have women as like real friends. Like he's a Draker. He's like Drake. They sample and they give it back. Sample. Okay, go ahead, bro. But it just popped in my mind. That's probably why they was mad.
No, that's it, man. I just want them to let Keyshia Cole be cool with people. Why does she have to be angry all the time?
So let's stay there though. So can you be friends with somebody? Can you be friends with somebody that's not friends with one of your cool homies? Does that make sense? sense? So
go ahead, Keke.
Okay, I feel like this. We all mature, right? So if you're my best friend in the world, you my G, my best friend, I don't expect you to be friends with the op. So I don't want you to be friends with my enemy. But if y'all are cordial in a working environment, at this point, Keyshia Cole needs a hit. K Michelle needs a hit. Them collabing could really be a dope project. So am I going to get mad at you for getting a bag with this girl and y'all being cordial? No. But if you invite me to the same parties you inviting her to, and my business is, you talking about my business with her, then I have a problem. But just on some money stuff and on some maturity and just, I don't do that. I don't police my friends' relationships. If you my friend, right? I can't control who else you friends with. That's not my problem. I have to like all your friends, but I just have to manage our relationship. And if I know you over here running your mouth with her, then I may stop telling you certain things, but that don't mean I'm gonna get upset. I'm not gonna try to tell you can't be friends with somebody. To me, that's just immature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. That rule was, I agree with everything Keke said, but in high school, if I have a problem, you got a problem, we got a problem forever. That's in high school. High school, it went down. You don't like him? Well, I don't like him. I don't know nothing about that man. That could be a fine young man, but I hate him. Because my friend don't like him, okay, for whatever reason. You got to ride with your friend. But some people don't get out of that mindset. You know what I'm saying? That's cool in high school, but when you grow up, it doesn't matter anymore. First of all, grown women shouldn't have that many ops. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about all the grown people in their mid-30s with ops. Knock it off. What are you, a gangster? Like, why are you walking around? Why are you walking around grown with a 9-to-5 with an op? Yeah. The only who's got time for ops? Who hating on you, bro? What happened, man? Well, why do you have ops at such an old age? Knock it off. You might have somebody you don't necessarily mesh with, but you too old to just have real ops. Like, oh, I can't believe you cool with that person after she said I stole the Uber. You stole the Uber. You know her card. You know her card was still on your Uber account. You know it, and you ran it up until she was stop. Let's come on. You know that, and that was years ago. How long you expect me to be mad? I had nothing to do with y'all's relationship. Yeah. Now. Here's the thing that you can be mad at somebody for. I feel like you can be mad at somebody for the way they treat your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say your friend has a friend and you don't like the way that friend treats your friend. You might be like, hey, I don't really like that person for you, because they shady. Like, I feel like they shady towards you. You might bring that up. But like Keke said, you can't police their friends. They still might want to be friends with them, but you can just mention it. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like it's an age limit on ops.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, that it's just a tricky situation. I gotta agree with Keke on that, and I do agree with you on that too. As far as it's an age limit, some stuff you just gotta be like, all right, it's over with, whatever. And then I feel like I'm not gonna police my friends' friends. I just kind of will manage the situation. So if I know that you cool with somebody that I don't really rock with, I'll just manage how I deal with you. You know what I mean? That's really the main thing that how I think people should handle it. And again, Keyshia Cole and K. Michelle, that's two powerful entities. I wouldn't give a hell at this point what the friend is talking about, because like you said, them collabing and they both need hits. Right. They both need hits. I'm not saying they broke, but hey man, a hit can't, that helps you be all right. And a K. Michelle, Keyshia Cole single will do all right. Or even a 5-song EP would definitely do all right. So, ladies, I hope y'all get to the bag for sure.
They gonna be hollering like a mug on that. They gonna be hollering. It's gonna be a lot of hollering and singing. They basically the same person.
Well,
they about the same. They both think about it. They both holler when they sing. They both got them strong hollering voices. They both a little ratchet. They pretty much the same person.
It's gonna be a lot of man bashing.
They both hate men. Oh, I can't wait for them to do it. So they should start a group.
Wait, that's what I'm saying. Like, sis gotta stop hating and just let them be great at this point. We need this.
Right.
We do need it. We need it for interview purposes. I'm gonna tell you personally. I'm gonna tell you for the fact, just keep it a buck with you. One of my top interviews or favorite people to just have a conversation with is K. Michelle. Mm-hmm. It's K. Michelle. K. Michelle is engaging. She's funny. She that's one of, you can tell she went to FAMU. Shout out to the historical Black colleges. Shout out to Zach. She's a Delta also. She's and she's not like, okay, let me not. I gotta figure out how to say this.
Be careful.
She's like a Delta. She plays undergrad, if that makes sense to anybody that's watching the pod. I'm just not. That's Zach knows.
Shady.
Zach plays undergrad. Shady. I play undergrad.
Palm tree.
I'm not being shady. It's just
for those who don't. Tone was being shady, and for those who don't know, Tone does not respect graduate chapter agreement.
I do. Wait. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what that was.
That's what he said. That's basically what he's saying. Mm-hmm. He does not respect you. If you were 30 and pledged in a graduate chapter, Toe has no respect for you, especially if you're a Kappa. If you're a Kappa, he definitely don't have nothing.
Look, I respect every member of my fraternity, graduate and undergrad. I do feel like there's a certain. Do I feel like there's a tier level in it? There's tiers in everything. There's tiers in everything. And I feel like if you like how you like Keke, you love how they
it's tiers in everything, okay? You don't respect them. I'm up here and y'all down here, okay? No. Stay on your tier. Stay on your tier. Don't come over here trying to scroll.
No. Keke, no.
Don't come over here twirling that little thing by me because you didn't earn it. That's what you want to say. So,
no, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I know a lot of good graduate brothers. I know a lot of good graduate sisters that done things, and they are assets to the community. I respect them. I just think there's a different when you pledge, and some people had to pledge. See, look how we got to graduate. Look at this. This is where this pod goes. What more can I say? Some people couldn't pledge where they were at because the chapters were gone, or they decided late, which is fine. You don't have to decide when we decide. Like they decided when they got out. They were so focused on school that they were like, "Yo, now I want to do this." I'm just saying there's a different perspective to being a Kappa on the yard, or a Alpha on the yard, or a Delta on the yard, or AKA, or so on, so Sigmas, Zetas, Iotas. Let me not miss anybody. Sigma, Gamma, Rhos. To being on the yard opposed to being in the grad chapter. There's just a different perspective in it. That's all I'm saying. It is different. It is different. It is different. You don't know about making the punch making the punch in the tub. You Zach, no. Zach, no. Zach made his punch in the tub. In the tub. You bleach the tub, you wash the bleach out, you make sure it's all gone, and then you make it in the tub.
He telling too much. We did a lot of nasty stuff though.
I'm like, this is why we got COVID now, because y'all nasty.
So we made it in the garbage can. What you know about the garbage can?
That's it. You put a garbage bag in that garbage can.
You put a garbage bag in there.
I was one of the punch makers. So you like, hey ladies, don't eat the fruit, okay? Don't eat it.
And it takes 4 of y'all to carry it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is okay. See, me and Zach went too far, but this is my point being is that I lost my point for damn. I lost it.
That's what the point was. You like
what's the point?
I lost my point and I don't care.
He has no respect for you graduate chapter brothers.
No, don't start that. Don't create that narrative because I know a lot of good brothers in the grad chapter. Shout out to y'all. Yo, noobs, what's up, yo? To this thing though, that this caused a real big thing. This went crazy, right? And and this is why I felt bad for Keyshia. This is what I felt bad for. I don't know. I felt real bad when her butt had that malfunction during twerking. Keke. When you saw it, what was the first thing that came to your mind? Butt just went crazy. It just pow. It was up and then it was gone.
You know what? I love Keyshia because she's so real. Like, she knew her booty was secured in that thing. Like, you know, as a big girl, when we wear undergarments, like, things are liable to just pop out at any moment. I can't control all this. You know, it's a lot of things going in a lot of different directions over here. So if something just happened to pop out, it's okay. Just pop it back in and act like you never saw it. But because you're so used to looking at Keyshia's shape and just seeing how curvy she is or whatever, when that happened, I felt bad. But Keyshia has been very vocal. I am undergoing procedures to get my booty done. I am she's telling us this. She goes live when she come out of the operating room and she's still high on the medicine. She go live and talk about it. So I didn't understand why everybody was so shocked. If everybody got stuff that pop out of different places. It's okay. And just pop it back in and keep on moving. And I guarantee you, men out here, y'all know what it's like, because when girls take off them undergarments from the club, baby, y'all probably see all type of stuff going every which way. So, don't act brand new when it comes to Keyshia. She's human.
Yeah, I'll talk about it when it's my turn. Zach, when you saw it, how'd you feel?
I mean, I here's the thing. Keyshia has been an advocate for bad surgeries. You know what I'm saying? She tries to tell young ladies like, hey, don't get plastic surgery because you could be like me. You see, she said she's been over like 20-something surgeries that she's had, trying to correct the problems with her butt. So I felt a little bad that it slipped. But at the same time, if you got something wrong that's going on, you're not gonna highlight it. Like, you understand? Like, she knew her booty wasn't secure, but she was twerking. So, don't add to it. Like, it wasn't like she was just walking and it slipped. Like, you did something to make it slip. You made that booty slip, But since she's such an advocate for it, I mean, she's basically the Martin Luther King of plastic surgery, bad plastic surgeries. She's really leading this movement, and hopefully these girls really listen and take heed, instead of making fun of her, which I did throw a few jokes. I had a few jokes, I prayed that booty stay in place. You know what I'm saying? I prayed that they use the same Gorilla Glue that girl used to glue her hair down. Maybe they'll use that to keep her butt in place. I threw a few jokes, but at the same time, I do admire that she's so open with her terrible surgery. So, I wish her well.
I felt bad. Same reason why Keke. I didn't crack any jokes like Zach. But what I did do is I made a statement on the radio. And I think y'all know, you guys, I'm in nightlife, and I think there's people that are in nightlife that took it personal what I was saying on the radio. And I said, hey, Keyshia used to have an enormous ass. It wasn't like I got my butt done because I needed it was enormous. If you saw her in person, her butt was just way bigger than what her body was supposed to be. She got tired of it and got rid of it. And she's going through problems. All I was saying to the ladies is, know this, ain't nothing wrong with getting your ass done. Ain't nothing wrong with enlarging your breasts or whatever. But when you go to the excess, I think that's what a problem is. Because K. Michelle was saying she was having problems walking. It started to become like a real thing. That's all I was saying to the ladies, like, yo, I get it. Get your ass done. Make it look good. Get your butt done. Make it look cool. But you might want to take a second thought if you're going to make it super big, like dumbass big. And that's it. That's all I was saying. And I definitely don't, but again, it's your body. You can do whatever you want to. You can do whatever you want to. I just, you know what I mean? Like, I had people get mad at me when I was talking about the hairline replacement, and some dude sent me this long ass. First of all, bro, I don't like reading long text. It makes my eyes tired. I hate doing that. So if people read DMs, I'd rather if people DM you in spurts, like 3 sentences, 3 sentences, 3 sentences, 3 sentences. Can't lie. Like not this long ass paragraph. Cause I'm like,
so he was mad at you?
Because I said something about Tory Lanez's hair.
Oh.
And he was bald, saying,
right?
He was bald, and he was saying that I was being insensitive. Hair loss it causes a mental stress on people. But that's the thing. I said, bro, I know the stress you're going through. I had hair, and I watched it leave me. Month by month, year by year, I watched my forehead get longer and longer. And I was like, bro, I know exactly what you're going for, but I'm saying it looks nuts. It looks nuts. Tory Lanez's hair looked nuts. Do I want to have Tory Lanez's hair, or would I want to be bald? I want to be bald because that looks nuts. Do I want to look like Brian Urlacher, who was a monster of the midway, and now looks like, I don't know, bro. It looked like he was in sync. It's weird. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Same thing with the ladies. Circling back to the ladies.
Not come at Tone about being bald. Okay, that's crazy. That is
no, man. No, for real. But the thing is, people on the radio get really sensitive. I told a joke about people with missing side teeth. I did.
I can't stand you.
I was talking about side teeth, and this dude hit me up. I felt kind of bad because he hit me up. He was like, "Hey, man," he was like, "That was real funny, but it got real awkward in the car when you were gone because I'm really missing my side tooth. You know, it really bothers me." And I said, "Man, I'm really sorry to hear that, but I talk to millions of people a day, and I'm pretty sure what joke can I say that won't bother somebody?" You know, he was like, "Yeah, I get it." Almost
everybody missing a side tooth.
Yeah,
you knew what you was doing when you did that, because you know almost if it's a car with 4 people in it, 2 out of the 4 is missing a side tooth. So you knew that.
The thing is, but I said I'm missing a side tooth. It's all the way in the back, you know. But I was like, I'm missing one too. I got one pulled. I know what I get it.
Okay,
I mean, he was like, but mine in the front though. He was like, mine right there.
Oh, if you missing one of these,
and then I said, we went to a long
one is okay.
We friends now. I said, dang, what? I said, it's in the front. He said, yeah. He was like, man, them dentists be charging too much to get it fixed. I was like, I understand. I was like, but you know, maybe you can finance it, get on a payment plan, and you know, you can get your side tooth fixed. Man, that dude hit me back 2 days later.
He got his fixed.
And had a screenshot of his mama texting him like, baby, I'm gonna pay for you your side tooth if I get my bonus. And I said, ain't God good? I said, ain't God good?
That's it. I really want, straight up, like mental health in the Black community. I really want straight up. Now this is here's a what more can I say podcast moment, Keke. Listen, this is real right here. How mental health is real in the Black community. So is teeth and good dental hygiene. This is the thing for real. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. We dog our teeth. Why? Because we love sugar.
Yeah.
Black folks, I don't know what white people love a lot of. Maybe it's cheeses. Maybe it's, I don't know, it's noodles. I don't know what they love a lot of, but there's one thing that, like, okay, I'll get back to it in a thing. And I mean, no, it's not a racist thing. It's just some shit is just not stereotypical. It's just real. Black people love sugar. We love now letters. We love everything. We love anything that's got sugar. Airheads ain't nothing but plastic sugar, and black folks love it. Mystic, it's probably this much water and all sugar. We love it. If it ain't sweet, we don't. So our teeth get jammed up, and we end up missing side teeth.
Yes.
Fellas, ladies, when you get your tax return back, and you get hit with that stimmy. You get hit with that stimmy. Or whatever you got going on, go to the dentist and just be like, yo, hook me up.
Yes.
Go look at any of my past pictures. They weren't bad. But my teeth weren't great like this. And you know what I did? I made them great. Zach, Boog, and Keke got great natural teeth. I didn't. And guess what I did? I fixed it. Yes. So I'm telling you, the worst thing I ever seen is a girl that had her body done and her teeth jacked up. That was like, what? You hustling backwards, mama? That was my joke. The joke
You fine today, Tom.
You fine, Tom.
I can't even defend the ladies on that one. If you got a $700 wig on and your teeth not together, you're doing it wrong, ma'am. Ma'am, you're doing it wrong. Yes, that's very crackheadish to not fix your teeth. So, yes.
You riding in a Wraith, fam. You riding in a big body Benz. Yep. You got the Porsche truck. You got whatever you got going on. You sitting on rims. You got BBs in your ears, but your teeth raggedy, bro. Or you got a bust down rollie and your teeth raggedy. You hustling backwards, my dog. You
got a Range Rover, but guess what? You can only chew on one side. You need to get your life together.
Yes.
If you can, I'm sorry. That's what the joke was about. It wasn't even about people just missing side teeth and not being able to, afford to fix it. I was talking about people who did everything else. You fresh as hell. You bought all this stuff and you don't have teeth. And let's talk about it. Since we're here, it's What More Can I Say podcast, right? When do we let our teeth go to brown? We have to stop this. And this isn't just a black thing. It's all cultures do this. When do we go past yellow to brown? You've seen people with brown teeth. You see that brown tooth.
Yes.
Don't.
Teeth, take it easy on them guys. Okay, because teeth are an investment now. Because you just can't get one stimulus check and go fix your teeth. Teeth are an investment. I had braces for years. Like, you got to make payments. You got to be responsible. You got to be on top of your appointments.
Keke, I made $35,000 a year and had braces and fixed my teeth.
I understand.
And paid it for it myself.
Zach, I understand, but take it easy on people. Y'all know they do a lot of smoking. They eat hot Cheetos. That's all that type of stuff make your teeth bad. And
and that's all I'm saying. But Keke, I'm not trying to put down on them. All I'm trying to say is direct that investment that you're gonna take into getting fly, getting your body fixed, or getting your new bust down rollie, or getting a new car, or getting the big bundles, and say, you know what, I'm missing a side tooth, and even though I got $700 a bundle, at one point I'm gonna laugh and somebody gonna see it, and it's gonna look crazy, and everybody, when you see like bad dental work, you kind of act like you don't see it because you really like the person. But really fix that. Fix that. I'm telling you, I had bad dental. It got bad. And I was just like, nah, I'm changing that. I'm changing it. And it was funny how people try to act like they didn't notice it. It was just like, hey, Tone, like, hey. It was like, your teeth are really white now. I was like, yep. That's how I know they know. I'm like, I don't care. Then some girl wrote a whole thing on me on Facebook about how I changed my teeth. It was just like, I'm acting like they normal. Like, what was I supposed to do? Supposed to say, hey, I went and got veneers and got my whole mouth redone. What was I supposed to say?
let me tell you something. Now, braces was my first little full-time job, what I went to go do. When I get that big check, baby, I'm coming in with them Dani Leigh's teeth. I want my teeth so big and white. They can have all these up in here. My teeth are gonna introduce me before I walk into the room. I want the big chopper teeth that everybody going out and getting out in Miami or whatever. I'm coming to get those. So, all I'm saying to the people is, put your down payment on your teeth and pay what you can, do what you can while you can, okay? Because this is how it change when I level up.
What, Keke? Look, before we move on to the next thing, my last statement is this. I promise you, y'all, the money that you put in your teeth, on your teeth, whether it's to get them whitened, braces, veneers, whatever you feel like you want to do, I promise you the money gonna come back. If you looking for a job, you go in there with one of them and you start smiling and talking, you getting that job. If you ain't had a date in a long time and you go in there and you start smiling, you go, what? I had women say that's all they want to do is lick my teeth. That's insanity.
What kind of freaks you doing?
What? No, they said they want to lick my teeth. Seriously.
We need to move on. What kind of freaks?
Oh, no. No, they said that.
We will not let you just say that.
Okay, I'll move on here. I'll stop. What kind of all right, let's get to this. This is funny. Now, and I don't know if people had issues with it. I was reading comments, and of course, anybody in the comments have issues with this. Eddie Murphy, we'll talk to the resident comic, blocking Michael B. Jordan for being his son on Coming to America 2. Is that hating?
He did not block him. No, it's not hating. He didn't block Michael B. Jordan. He blocked the storyline. It just so happened that the guy who wrote the storyline had Michael B. Jordan playing his son. So he was just a casualty of war. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't necessarily like, I hate Michael B. Jordan. I don't want him to work with me. He didn't like the storyline. He made it the original, the script that they gave. Eddie Murphy said I've watched, first of all, happy Coming to America week. Let's just start there, okay? Because I am celebrating Coming to America week all week. That's my favorite movie. Eddie Murphy's my favorite comedian of all time. So I'm ecstatic right now, all right? But Eddie said it took 4 years for them to get the script right. So he was turning down quite a few scripts. You know what I'm saying? They was writing, and he just spoke on that one but he was like, the script said that it was supposed to be about Eddie Murphy's son trying to find a wife. And Eddie was like, well, we kind of did that with the first one. We don't want the storyline to be the same. And it just so happened that Michael B. Jordan was supposed to play his son. So I don't think it was hate on Michael B. Jordan. And one thing Eddie Murphy said he's not doing anymore is any more money grabs. He was like, I did that. You remember when Eddie Murphy was putting all them weak ass movies out? He went on a roll about, he said that's when he was just grabbing all the money. He said now it's about legacy, So he's like, at the end of his career, he's only gonna do good work. And let me tell you, what are your expectations? I hate to change the subject, but what are your expectations of Coming to America 2?
I'm scared for it. I'm scared for it.
How?
I'm scared for it. Eddie Murphy has put out, not the money grabs. Let's stop.
We don't not the money grabs.
We don't look at the money grabs. But Eddie Murphy has put out some of the arguably, or been a part of, one of my favorite movies of all time, Boomerang. My favorite movie of all time that made me want to be a successful Black man. And I'm sure a lot of other brothers will agree to that. It was like, this is how you living? That was the first time I had ever seen somebody living like that wasn't selling drugs in a movie, right, or wasn't running a football or playing basketball, whatever it was. So he was amazing in that. Coming to America. How dope was that? Harlem Nights, which is my favorite Eddie Murphy movie that he created of all time. Life, another great movie that he was a part of. So those are, So Coming to America, I can't wait to see it. I'm just nervous and hopeful that it's gonna be fun. What about you, Keke?
Okay, so I just saw Coming to America, the first one.
I'm done. I'm done fighting. I'm done. I'm not dealing with Keke's BS today. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. She ain't seen Judas and the Black Messiah. She just saw Coming to America.
I just saw it, right? And because it just wasn't my era. So I'm interested to see. I miss seeing Eddie Murphy. So
wait a minute. Did you laugh at Coming? Let's ask some questions, Keke. It's time, and we got to get to that. Did you like Coming to America, the first?
Yeah, it was. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It does sound like it's an overwhelming yes. So, what is your favorite Eddie Murphy movie?
I don't even know if I have a favorite. Of Eddie's, probably. I don't want to say. I don't say Dr. Dolittle, but
Dr. Dolittle. Zach has put on headphones for people that are listening to the pod. He put on headphones because he didn't want to hear it.
Hey, listen, guys. Okay, I'm just excited.
Dr. Dolittle was the start of the money grab era, Keke.
Okay, what about the Nutty Professor?
Nutty Professor was an amazing movie. Nutty Professor was an amazing movie.
The first one.
The first one. The second one was okay.
They
had Janet Jackson in there. That was it.
Yes, he played multiple characters. I really enjoyed that. So there you go. Give me some credit for that. But I'm just excited to see Eddie Murphy work. Like, I haven't seen him in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him. Like, I want to see Martin Lawrence do more stuff. That's just how I feel about both of them. So yes, I'm excited to see it, but I don't have high expectations because I'm not crazy about the first one that I saw.
All right, so what about this then? Since we're here, let me ask this question, because there was a rumor that came out that, it really wasn't like a rumor. So Drea, and I always think, I'm a conspiracy theorist in that way. Drea comes out of the blue and says, hey, I want to play Diamond in a Players Club remake. Yeah. And then Jocelyn Hernandez says she feel like she could do it better. No, Drea do it better. Jocelyn, we just for the looks wise, we can't do that. You could be like a Dale DeGibbons character, but that's a whole nother story. So, but then on come behind that, the next day the story comes out. Ice Cube says that Warner Brothers does not want to remake Friday. They do not want to put the money up to make Friday, which makes sense because Pops and Chris Tucker Pops has passed away. Chris Tucker doesn't want to be a part of it. And I think they probably having some other issues getting other people together. So I'm like, yo, do they remake Players Club? Are you with that? I feel like when Players Club came out, strip club culture wasn't what it was today. Do you think that'd be dope?
I don't want to see the Players Club. Nope. I don't want to see another.
Not with Jamie in there?
No, because guess what? Instagram is Players Club too. Stripping is not as exotic as it was when Players Club came out. It's just right. It's just nobody.
But it's basically P Valley.
Exactly. So that's Players Club too. You got it.
Yeah, we don't want to see. I don't want to see them mess up Players Club. I can take another Friday though. I feel like we still can. He should still be able to make more Fridays because Friday is it's a movie that has been known to introduce new stars. So we're looking for new people. We're looking for new faces, new comics and stuff like that. So you don't necessarily need the original cast. You just need Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? And wherever he wants to take the story, let him take the story. I feel like we can do another Friday.
So you saying he could build a Friday with new people, like a Ha Ha Davis and all the young up-and-coming cats.
Yeah. Leave Friday alone.
No.
Leave them alone. We've had enough sequels. We had 1, 2, and 3. We've had 3 of them. If you ain't got your Friday fix out of 3 of them, leave them alone. Leave it alone. Because it's always going to get compared to which one was the best? The first one, right?
No. Money Mike? What? Y'all gonna put
Keke, you are tweaking.
Tweaking. Y'all don't think that each Friday has been good? They're all good in their own right.
No, they all good. They are all good in their own right.
It goes 1, 3, 2, in my opinion.
But
it goes 1, 2, 3.
Not at all.
Good. They're all good. That's my point. They're all good.
Cat Williams outdid everything. Cat Williams in 3 made everything better.
Does Cat Williams in 2?
No. He was only in 3.
So then it does go 1, 3, 2.
Yeah, it go 1, 3, 2 because Cat Williams took it to another level.
But they're all good, guys. It's not like we saying, House Party. Remember when they started getting like House Party 11, 6, 7. And it's like, who the hell? You got Marcus Houston in House Party. Like, what is this? It just got weird at that point. So as long as it doesn't take that direction, I feel like as long as Ice Cube is involved, it could still turn out to be another classic. We love all the Fridays. You know what I'm saying? I think he got one more in him. I want to see it.
Okay. We are in desperate need of a Black comedy classic. We're in desperate need.
Yeah,
we're in desperate need. There has not been one. It has not been one. What was the last Black classic movie that was funny? Think about that. That Black comedic
movies.
What has it been? Y'all had to put it in the comments on the pod because I can't think of one. I can't think of one offhand. Like, what was the last Black comedy? Just everybody was like, "Yo, this is the one." This is why I can't think of it. I know it had to be.
Just let them comment. They'll remind us because.
Okay, yeah. Comment. Let us know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to this really quick. And the relationship lasted longer than I thought it would. Safari and Erica Mena both went on social media saying, you know what, I can't deal with this. Keke, you are really attached to this story. I know. Talk to us about it.
Well, I'm not attached to the story, but I just feel like
these are people. Keke is reality. You know about who these are.
I do, and I felt like they had no business getting married in the first place. However, it always bothers me when you go to social media with your relationship problems because you put everybody in your business, and then a week later they're gonna be back together. But my thing is, what alarmed me this time is Safari. I knew he was pissed because he said, "I gotta go before I go to jail." When a Black man say, "I got to leave before I go to jail," that means he is trying everything in his power not to whoop your ass. So I felt for him in that moment, and I was just like, Safari, you do need to remove yourself because as toxic as people try to say Nikki is and try to say Nikki was so mean and so evil, we ain't never see Safari post on Twitter that he had to leave before he whooped her ass. So that means that Erica Mena is taking it up a notch. And so I think we all need to pray around Safari and send some good vibes his way because that Latina woman about to take him to another level. So I'm glad he removed himself. Mm-hmm.
Zach, when you saw this, what were you thinking, bro?
I was rolling. I couldn't stop laughing. The tweet was so funny. The tweet was hilarious. It said something like, "I swear on my life, on everything in my soul, I hate her. And getting married was the worst decision of my life." Do you know how mad you gotta be to tweet that?
Yes.
He was a whole nother level of man. I really feel sorry for him, and I hope he just walked out and left, man. But like Keke said, they didn't have no business being together. Let me tell you something. If you get married, and this is no shade, but if you get married and you and your partner come out with 2 OnlyFans pages, y'all shouldn't be married. Y'all playing. Y'all not. Why y'all got it? They deleted the first OnlyFans page, then got back together and started a new.
Oh, I didn't know that, Zach. Was you a subscriber?
Huh?
I said I didn't know that. Was you a subscriber?
No. I saw it on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, do y'all subscribe to anybody's OnlyFans?
I would not, but if Omarion dropped one or Judge Mathis, y'all already know.
Judge Mathis?
Yes. That's my old move.
What he gonna be doing on that? He gonna be an old man. He gonna be on there on the grill. you got his on there. He gonna be on the grill. Yeah, them ribs right there. What is he gonna do?
That's nasty. That's nasty. I did subscribe to Black China's for a minute though. I did. I did. It was cost effective. Amber Rose and Black China. It was cost effective.
Was it worth the money?
Nah. I mean, it was just like, all right. I just had to do it for research purposes. I had to see, let me see. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. All right. When you have Pornhub, it's really not nothing else. Really not like OnlyFans is kind of like, okay, whatever. This relationship, when I saw it, they gonna get mad at me. I don't care if anybody gets mad. I felt like it was a money grab. I felt like, yo, this is a way to keep the narrative on. And they were like, oh, they had a whole kid. And do you think that's still a money grab? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think people, and I've seen it, and I've been in this business, and I was just saying this to somebody else. I think I've been doing this for so long that maybe I am jaded in a way, and I think everything is got an angle to it.
Yep.
But I do know that people do things to stay into this life any way they can, to stay with the fame, because the fame equals money. The fame equals notoriety. It's a drug. Jay-Z wrote a record about it. It's a drug. People like, they love people knowing them. They love it. It's a feeling. And I'm not saying they're wrong for it. So do I think that people will go to great lengths to keep that going? Maybe. But Safari, I think, hey man, like we said this before on this pod. Hey, if you feel like, yo, you gotta run because before you about to go to jail, bro, you gotta get out of that. And I mean, I've interviewed Erica Mena a couple times. That's an aggressive woman. That's all I can say. I mean, that's what I will say. That I don't know none. I don't know him as in depth as he does. I just know being around her, a lot of the TV stuff, antics, is not off base about who she is. So, I mean, when your girl goes on social media, this lets you know, and so everybody's like, "Oh, Tom, what you mean, man? What you mean?" This is it. When your girl goes on social media in response to you going to social media, since you want to run the social media like a girl, that lets you know what you're dealing with right there. That's a thug.
Yeah.
That's a thug.
Yeah.
That's a thug. And everybody knows, Keke, if your man with the social media on you, is it over?
Yeah.
For good.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I don't do that.
I go outside, call your mama, call your sister. If you go on Facebook or a platform about me and I see it, it's a wrap. And I'm Erica Mena. I'm on that. That's some real, yeah. That's how, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done called you out your name and everything else in my man, because I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm a woman, and you know, we emotional. And if I can control myself from not going on social media, you should be able to do the same.
Yeah.
So once you do social media, you didn't cross the line for me.
Zach, what about you? Same thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't do social media. I don't do the argue. I'm not about to argue with you on social media. I don't do that. I don't argue with guys on social media. I don't argue with friends on social media. I definitely ain't gonna argue in no relationship on social media. That's child.
Yes,
that's
I don't do that.
Now,
so do you feel like that's because, though, is that Zach Boog, Tennessee State, really, you know, nobody really, like, not public figure? Well, you were really popular in Tennessee State. So I guess when you weren't popular, Keke, when you weren't popular, is that mindset because you're a public figure now?
No, it's just a maturity thing for me. It's a respect thing. The same way I tell y'all, everybody can't get a taste of Keke. Everybody ain't in Keke business either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm very protective over my business, my personal life. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to handle me a certain way. And I've been that way ever since I was an adult. You know what I'm saying? Now, in high school, yeah, we could play them little back and forth games, but as an adult and a woman, I'm not on social media. You're not going to know my real life on social media, nah.
Right. And then just call me, like, you know, I don't even like it. Forget social media. I don't even like if you tell too many people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just telling everybody we got into it, you know, now I understand that you have your friends that you can find in, that you might be like, ask them what you should do. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like your friends and stuff like that. Or you be like, hey, what you think about this? That's perfectly fine with me. But never air me out like because we gonna get back together. So don't air me out like a bad guy. Now I can't come around no more.
Or now it's awkward.
Now it's awkward. Now people looking at you sideways and different things, man. Like I got a homeboy. He'll tell me all the time he about to break up. I'm so through with her, bruh. She done did this. Like he'll go through the list. Like I'm done. And at first I was like, oh, okay. You know, I don't really steer you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't try to. If it's not my business, I let you play it out how you think you should play it out. Some people just need an ear. So I'll be your ear, but at the same time, I'm not going to give you advice on how you should handle your woman. You know, he say this all the time. And 2 weeks later, they back. And then he be like, bro, I think she changed. Now you want me to this? I listen to that too. I'll be like, yeah, I think she changed. Then he hate her again. Then he hate her again. And I was like, bro, let me just tell you something. Your relationship is dysfunction. You know?
But some people love that dysfunction. Yes. Some people love the back and forth. He sounds like a man that loves the back and forth. Like, oh, she made me so mad. Are we back together? They love that. And I've watched it on many occasions. And I've seen it. We all seen it. It's just some people that if they're not happy unless they get into it with their significant other. And they're like, man, you should leave her. Or Keke actually like, girl, you should leave him. And they're like, yeah, but you know, and the next you know, a week later, they back together. So you've learned not to even say nothing real crazy about that person.
I don't say nothing. I will listen. And if you ask me a question, I will answer it. But I'm not going in on nobody's partner, spouse, none of that. Because I got friends that are dog the dude out. And in the same conversation, when I agree with you, like, girl, yeah, that is kind of foul, we'll start defending the dude. And I'm like, I'd be like, girl, that was kind of bogus what he did. And she'd be like, well, yeah, but he really do love me, Keke. Like, he really not as bad as you making it seem. Girl, I didn't even say this. Like, you said this. So that is why I tread very lightly on people's relationships. You can talk to me about your bed all you want, but I'm not really going to give you my honest opinion about them because it really don't matter at the end of the day. You're going to do what you want to do. But I have friends who literally will talk to me about they do and defend him in the same conversation. I'm like, what's happening here? So yeah, And
one piece of advice I will never tell them is to leave them.
No.
Now, I might give you some different strategies on how to work it out. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how to work it out, how to keep going. You know what I'm saying? But I will never tell you, oh, Mitch, be done with her, bro. She ain't. Listen, don't do that because they're gonna be right back. Yeah. People don't leave until they're ready to leave. People don't. They're not gonna move on until they're ready to move on. And even if they move on today, they might be back together later. Don't do that to them. You know, give them some strategy. I like conflict resolution. Like, how can we fix the problem? I can help you try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff happens. And honestly, do y'all think that our generation give up too quick on relationships? Do we have like a quick 0 tolerance rule? Or do y'all think we just like what y'all think about that?
I got tears in my mind. And that for me, if you ask that question to me, like there's certain things that ain't no coming back from. Like, you know, like I said, taking it to social media, it ain't no coming back from that. You know what I'm saying? I found out you smashed the homie, ain't nothing coming back for that. It's certain things there's no coming back from. But, you know, in situations where it's like, it's a misunderstanding, there's like, yo, you didn't know that I expected that out of you. Let me talk to you about what I expect out of you and what you expect out of me. And let's try to come up with that parameter so we're not arguing over the dumb stuff. That's why I'm at. But yeah, I do think people just be like, yo, I'm out. And
I think people give up too quick. I really do. I think, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying people give up too fast. I think especially marriages nowadays give up too fast. But I also think that sometimes women stay in relationships too long.
Yeah.
I feel like, you stay in
especially,
relationships too long.
I think women stay in relationships too long without in that waiting phase. You know how dudes will have chicks and like, you're not my girl, but you kind of like, we talking like, I think they stay in that phase too long.
Yes.
But I think sometimes when they actually get in the relationship, you know what I'm saying? Or they get a little bored, now they ready to go. Or like, as soon as they get married, then you be like, damn, y'all just got married. Now you already divorced. I'm like, what happened? He wanted me to stay home. I wanted to work. And you be like,
but that's the same thing that dudes do.
You just gave up the whole thing.
Turn up. That's the same shit though, Zach, in a sense of what a girl's like. They're like, a guy be like, he stays with a woman so long, he's like, yo, she snap all the time, but she be calming down sometimes, but she's still snapping. And eventually, after years, you get tired of her snapping on you all the time. Or you got she trying to be a nurturer and do these certain things. And if that's what you want, like that's the thing. In my opinion, the relationships that I've seen have been successful. They've been what people want. Like, he needed a nurturer. She wanted somebody who was going to be a provider. It worked. It was, or vice versa. He wanted a woman that made money, and she wanted a guy that was handy and knew how to do things, and he could come in, and it just works. It's just some shit you just gotta really just have that conversation. You can't we said this before, pods and pods ago. We said it before. I think now, like I said, Zach, you the only one married on the pod. I think I've had enough failed relationships to I think that you have to go into it in a sense of knowing what you want and being able to communicate that to the person that you with. And if they can't do that, then you wasting each other's time. Y'all, you could try to see if it work, but if it doesn't work for a while, you should move around. You should move around because everybody has expectations that they really need.
Yeah, I get that, but I think a lot of people don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear people say like, oh, I need a man that's like this or like that, and then you end up you get that, but then he's a little corny, you know. But you just said you wanted a man that wasn't trying to have sex with you all the time. You know what I'm saying? You just said you wanted a man who's in the church or like that. You lied to yourself.
What woman says that? Sheesh, that's crazy.
I just threw that out there.
Okay, I'm just saying that was crazy.
You know, sometimes I think, and I'm not even trying to put this on women. You know, I go hard on women, and Keke always have my back.
And I'm waiting on you. Come on.
But guys do this too. They have this they say they want something, get it, realize that, oh my God, it's a bit boring, and I'm out. But I got a news flash for y'all. Good relationships are boring. I'm sorry. They are. The only thing that makes it good is that you just enjoy that person. Y'all ain't doing nothing though. Guess what? It is. If you sit there and say you're bored, you're probably in a great relationship.
It's not considered bored though, because when you enjoy each other's company, it's not bored. Like I'm not.
We may not be bored, but you know how some people
bored to the people. Yeah.
I'm bored.
They ain't had nothing, but those are the people that like the spicy shit, Zach.
They want to fight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They want to argue.
Yeah.
Like then you're not ready. You're not ready then. If you want to do that, I like peace. The older you get, the more you value your peace.
Period. I used to be crazy. I didn't change my ways, child.
Keke, you ever slashed some tires?
The statute of limitations may not be up, so I cannot confirm nor deny. Cannot confirm nor deny, but I just know I have calmed down a lot because, like you said, the older you get, you value your peace. Certain stuff that I used to bust heads about or be really upset about, I just pick my battles now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you did was dumb, but do I need to tell you that it was dumb or just I'm going to choose peace today? You know what I'm saying? So that comes with maturity, hopefully, for most women and men too. You know, you pick your battles in your relationship, but ultimately you need to be with somebody that you enjoy being around. Like, and you make a good point. We ain't got to be arguing or fighting or in the club. If we got to have all that to have a good time, then we probably not it for each other.
Y'all ain't gonna work. You got to have somebody.
Y'all just like angry sex.
Right.
That's what y'all do.
Right.
Both of y'all enjoy angry sex. That's really, you found somebody that loves angry sex. That's the thing. And we were talking about this before in the pre-show meeting that we like to have. And I was saying that I feel like that people choose what the friends think or some of the sillier things over being with somebody that could really benefit them. You gotta know how to juggle that. And I'm not saying for me, for my position, like I've said it. Yo, I was with some women and I chose the friend shit. Like the friend, like, yo, like, man, look, I'm gonna be out. This is what I do. If I don't pick up the phone, man, like, come on, stop. You know I'm coming home. Like, but that made her uncomfortable. Yeah. That made her uncomfortable. And I still was willing to ride with something that didn't even make, like when you look back at the shit, it was nothing. Cause I wanted to stay out. Cause I was with, and I felt like my freedom was being imposed on. But at the end of the day, it was something that made her uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of times, like, I think that we as dudes or just us as people, we gotta figure out what's important. Like, yo, like, am I really gonna argue over being out with my boys but I got this woman that's gonna really secure my life. And it's the same thing with a woman. Like, yo, same thing. Like, yo, am I really gonna argue about coming in or doing this or taking this picture on Instagram and this for somebody that's gonna be security for my life? You know what I'm saying? In the sense of like, yo, and that's a real like, yo,
you got to make your partner your priority, and I think that's what.
Yeah. I see you potted with that one.
Yeah,
ooh,
like
somebody dropped the gym.
That's a gym, Keke.
Yeah, you gotta have your priorities in order. Like, sis, I love to go out and party with you or whatever, but I gotta have my priority. My house is my priority, honey. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna hold me at night, And I guarantee you, Tone, some of the guys you may have been running with, they was checking in with their girls, okay? They was going home to their girls. They was making sure that was straight. But you out here like, nah, ain't no girl finna, run me, blah, blah, blah. No, bro, you gotta have the priorities in check. And your girl, your relationship, your house, your home should be that top priority. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, don't feel like you letting somebody run you. That's not it. You in a relationship. This is a partnership. We a team. And if we gonna be running the plays, we gotta communicate with each other. And that be my,
but that's a real thing. Cause that's really what I did. It was like, and that's one of my other things. Like, people give you advice on the person that they think they want to be. So they're like, man, if she was saying that to me, I'd be out. But really, they wouldn't be out. I started noticing that was all cap that they were saying. And I started noticing that they was checking in on their girls on the low, like, yo, hey, or they'd be like, make up some silly ass excuse, like, man, you know what?
Yes.
Man, I left my wallet. I got to get home. Really, they're like, I'm getting home to my girl. Keep it. I started learning there was a lot of cap in that. I want to say it's a word I want to use, but in that sense of what guys want to be this masculine, like
what y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?
Toxic masculinity, I guess you could say.
I don't even want to say toxic masculinity because I hate that word. It's ego. Ego.
Yeah.
You feel like you're this person, and this person is just because this person is asking you to adjust something that you used to doing. Now you're like, oh, they trying to control me. Yeah. No, they're trying to be in a relationship with you. But what people do is be like, oh, I can't even do this, man. This is too much, y'all. Like, stop, man. Man, I've seen my friends lose out on some great women. You know what I'm saying? Off that ego, off that mental, off that ego, man. Like, I'm gonna be real. Good women don't come around all the time. And Keke, I'm pretty sure you can attest that good men don't come around all the time. I don't know. I don't date men, never had. But I know about women. I know that good women don't come around like that. So when you get one that fits you, like Tone said, somebody that fits you instead of fitting some mold that you think you should have, like somebody that fits you, fellas, lock in on that, because it takes time. Like, I read a book, and I don't even know if this is true, but I read a book that said you get 3 chances. You got 3. Like, you get 3 for dudes, you get 3 wives. You know what I'm saying? You get the one, you probably gonna mess over the first because you didn't know. You just young and stupid. And then you get the second, and that's the one you should probably lock in, and that third gonna come later. What'd you say, Tom?
The third.
I mean, what you say, it makes sense, but it is a fact though. You gotta also, it's a balance in there. Because I know people like, but still, I want to, before we get ready to close this up, there is a balance, because of course I got a story. I dated somebody that wouldn't, and I talked to my cousin. She, shout out my cousin Sonia. If you seen it, y'all probably know her. We look almost exactly like me and her brothers and her 2 brothers. She used to tell me, she like, Tone, if a woman does not allow you to be you though, it's not right for you. So like, this girl was like, oh, you always cracking jokes. You always trying to make something, you always trying to make me laugh. Like, some stuff, everything ain't got to be funny. And in my mind, I'd be like, why don't everything got to be funny? Like, right. So it's like, or this, I had an argument about, we used to have arguments like, so you go on a hoop on every, like, we got family stuff to do. And I was like, I go hoop before the family stuff. I'm going to get up at 8 a.m. and go play basketball to 10. And then after that, we familyed out. But from 8 to 10, I need this. And because she wasn't an athlete or didn't understand a person with that kind of competitive mind or whatever it was, we got into it. And that was a bump. So I, on the same path of saying, hey, you gotta find somebody and you gotta respect what they want. You in a relationship. You also gotta find somebody that matches you. Because me explaining to her my need to play basketball, in her mind was childish. In my mind, it's something that I needed. You know what I mean? Because you're talking to a person who's been competitive his whole entire life and needed that. Like, and it was, and I actually, here's another thing. I hate to go down these roads. So I messed my hip up, which stopped me from playing basketball. I can't play basketball really at all, none at all. I can walk straight, I'm cool, but as far as like playing basketball, I can't do it physically. And like when that happened, I was like, I went through like a real thing. And this person's like, oh, that can't, and really the person I was with during that time really like downplayed it like it was nothing. To me, it broke my heart. Like I couldn't go play flag football. I couldn't play basketball. I couldn't do things that it had been me. And it wasn't, she like, well, you're not like a professional athlete. Like, it was like that type of stuff. And I was trying to explain to her, like, it's not even about, it's about the win. The day that I caught a game winning pass, or I got hot and hit a couple buckets. That makes me feel good for the whole week and to the next week. And it for a person that competes all the time, that when you take that away from them, it takes something from you. And to have somebody that didn't really respect that, kind of like it ended the relationship, to be honest with you. So you gotta be careful, basically.
That's totally different though. I can see that. Like I can imagine my wife like, oh my God, you better not be saying nothing crazy. Like she know I'm gonna say crazy stuff. You know that. Like you encourage that, the person should encourage you to be you. You know what I'm saying? But I was talking more of just like little things like the club, things that aren't necessarily necessary, or things that can be communicated, where you have a conversation. Like she can feel that way, but if y'all had a conversation, you was like, hey, basketball is something I'm really passionate about. I'm competitive. I've been an athlete my whole life. This is why I do it, and I'm still gonna make your family time, but just give me 8 to 10. Then she should say, okay. But if she continues to nag you about it and stuff and don't want you to go, then I gotta go. Yeah.
Keke like, I don't know nothing about them sports, but I'm saying.
I'm just like, because I feel her a little bit too. I understand it. Like she looking like, bro, you're not in the NBA. So okay, you can't play basketball. Okay, find something else to do. That's how women sometimes think. And the way you broke it down and explained it, and you made us understand why it was important to you. Now I have more compassion about it. But a lot of times when you're in a relationship, you don't explain it that way. You know what I'm saying? It's like you shut down, because when you see her response, it's just like, this is stupid. Why are you upset about this? Then you will typically completely shut down, and they don't explain it that way. Because now I'm sitting here thinking about all the I'm sitting here thinking about all the dumb hobbies my boyfriend got, and how I be like, boy, that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm like, damn, he might really, really need to do that. So okay, I'm gonna hang up off this pod in a minute and go, baby, go ahead and make your beats or do whatever you want to do. I think it's stupid, but
a lot of stuff that we do as men are stupid in a sense, but we need it. We have our things that we need, and we just need it. It makes us happy on the inside. If you give us, as long as y'all can come up with them points where you can say, hey, you do this for this amount of time, then give me my time, then you can work it out. All right, man, let's go ahead and wrap the pod up. That'll do it. Episode 41, final thoughts. Zach Boog, what's up? Did I lose you, Zach Boog?
Talking to me?
Yeah, that was.
Hold on, I'm here, but
turn to go in the
my beats connected. Hold on.
That's because you was trying to put them in.
Hello,
Zach. That was a cue for final thoughts. We wrapped it up. I did like this big thing to like wrap up the show, and then
yeah. But look, my beats came on, and I couldn't hear you no more.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do it over. Final thoughts, brother.
Final thoughts. It is coming to America 2 week. I don't give a damn what Keke or Kapone say. This movie is about to be amazing. No, it's not going to be as good as the first one. Probably won't even be half as good as the first one. But the fact that Eddie Murphy is getting ready to play them characters in the barbershop again, the fact that Randy Watson is back, oh my God, I cannot wait. I am about to lose my mind. So that's my final thoughts. Everybody go out and see Coming to America. And they're not even paying.
I love to see it, Zach.
And Keke,
yes,
get your life together.
What?
Damn.
Right.
Get your life together. You need to just you always talk, Keke be like, oh, this home together. Home is not together if you just not seeing Coming to America. Home is out of order.
Listen, I'm gonna catch up on all the Black films that I need to catch up on so that we don't have to have this discussion no more. Okay, I promise you, I'm gonna do better, Zach. I understand, but I'm excited for you. Like, I'm excited for you to watch it and come tell us about it more than I am to see it, because I know how you feel when you care about something that other people just don't give a damn. Because I really have this movie. But that's how y'all feel when I'm talking about on Mariana Judge Mathis. So I understand. And I'm excited for you to see that this week. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to enjoy yourself. Get you some snacks. I can order you some babas over there, Uber Eats, whatever y'all need.
Yeah.
I want you to enjoy this night, okay? Yes.
I am.
All right. And Keke, that was your final thoughts?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. My final thoughts is man, make sure you hit that like button on the YouTube. When you're watching it on YouTube, we appreciate it. Any other platforms, if there's a like button, make sure you liking it. We need that. And always share. Man, we appreciate the love. Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. You already know what it is. What more can I say?